Instalments. The long-awaited Borderlands 3 is finally here. It has been 7 long years since my friends and I played through Borderlands 2 and all the DLC, spending hours and hours collecting incrementally better guns and loving every second of it. Who'd have thunk this would become the model for so many cash grab games, normally mobile, stuff like Destiny. Borderlands 2 had a playful honesty about it, a little bit mental, chaotic, a little bit naughty. As a fitting successor to this legacy, Borderlands 3 takes all of these strengths from the previous titles and dials them up to 11, improving on everything you've ever loved about the series. Here's the top line in case you've never played a Borderlands game, or it's just been a really long time since you have. The Borderlands series are loot and shoot games based on the fictional planet of Pandora, a very roughly settled planet mostly populated by bandits and treasure hunters. These treasure lovers search for ancient vaults full of treasure and are referred to as vault hunters. Each game, Borderlands 3 included, offers you the chance to play one of 4 vault hunters as they progress through the story together. In the past, your chosen vault hunter of the 4 options could gradually be upgraded through RPG-like choice-based skill trees, choosing between decreased recharge time for their special ability or increased gun damage, and in Borderlands 3, these skill development trees are blown open. Each individual character now has the potential for many different builds. Depending how you develop your character, even if you and a friend chose to play as the same Vault Hunter, you could have wildly different gameplay experiences. The Vault Hunters all have distinct personalities too, fed out through their style, random voice lines, and the way they interact with their enemies and one another. They're funny! If you've played a Borderlands game before, then you'll know that characterization is a very strong trait in this series, and everyone you're introduced to is oozing with visual style. Gearbox, the developer of Borderlands 3, definitely owes a great thanks to their designers, voice actors and writers. The tone of the game not only makes it more fun, but it also informs the gameplay. And if we're going to talk gameplay, we have to talk guns. This game boasts over 1 billion guns, which sounds too impressive. And it kind of is. It makes sense when you learn that the guns are procedurally generated from a selection of fictitious gun brands, elemental effects, bonus effects and the like. But as well as the by-the-book weapons, there are some very enjoyable unique weapons too, and discovering new favourites and then testing them out is a constant treat. Now for some fair critiques. As much as I'll continue to praise the writing and characterisation of these games overall, the villains in this game are kind of just really annoying and difficult to legitimately hate. I'm thinking back to Handsome Jack from the previous games. He was a real so-and-so, you really legitimately hated him, and there was a good drive and the story felt like it was being pulled in the right direction, but it doesn't feel like there's anything at stake here. You really feel genuinely kind of ambivalent about defeating them. Also, while this game, it improves on everything that's great about previous Borderlands games, but that's kind of where the buck stops. It doesn't really offer much that's new. It just improves on the same formula. And, how that affects you is really going to vary, because that might make the game sound stale, but for me, as a big fan, I still really loved it. I'm going to give Borderlands 3 4 out of 5 stars. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe it doesn't feel as brave or original now that the games industry has caught up to it with other loot-based multiplayer games like Destiny 2, but it's the attitude that keeps it entertaining. And it has that in buckets. What did you think of Borderlands 3? Or which Vault Hunter did you choose? Let us know in the comments below. For all the latest movies and games, visit us in-store or at webuy.com. See you next time.